Google offers so much that we only use about 5% or less of what they offer. So it's a lot to it. And I wanted to share with you a couple of things because I'm a Googler, I'm a searcher, I search a lot, and my kids have questions all the time, and I'll sit down at the computer and search right then and get some answers. So there's a couple of things to be weary of while you're searching them. I always type in fourth grade or for kids, and that kind of helps limit some of the things that you don't want to pop up if you're doing this in front of the kids. Also, if the kids are searching, then you can type in your Google search bar. If you type in safe search, then you can turn your safe search on, and that will help to alleviate any sexually explicit things and stuff. And all you have to do is, and it tells you right here, use the search settings page. In the safe search filters, select or unselect filter explicit results, and then save it at the bottom. So you just go right here, and then filter explicit results right there.
Does it stay on?
It stays on until you turn it off.
Well, how did you learn about that?
I've been doing things.
Every parent needs to have known about that a long time.
Yeah. And then, I do the for kids or for fourth grade, and that helps it too. So if I'm doing that in front of the class, so but if this is for theirs too. Also, if you want to, if you have a project on animals or something, you can only give them websites that you want them to go to. You can type in Google custom search, and you can pick. If you have 20 websites that you want them, that's the only ones you want them on. Then you can do this Google custom search and set up the websites that you want them on. And when they do their search, you just give them a little information that this gives you after you create it. It gives you a place, and then when they do their search, they only go to those ones that you chose.
If they come to the computer lab to do that, how do you make the custom search be on every computer?
It has a little link for them.
Oh, okay.
I'm a word person, so we do a lot of words. So if you're at the Google search and you type in define, and I used a word a while ago that wouldn't do anything, so let's define mistake. We could not think of a sentence the other day where we used mistake as a verb. So we was Googling that to look it up, and it gives you the synonyms and antonyms and type of speech. But really cool, if you click on this arrow right here, it gives you so much more. It gives you where it came from, and it gives you the use over the time. So if this word like frugal and some of the words that we don't use anymore, it tells you when they were used a lot. And then you can translate it if you want to translate it to Finnish. It tells you to translate. I've been picking ones that don't translate too well. The translation is not 100%. Anytime you have a document in Google, you've got a translate button where you can translate it to any language. Now the translate's not 100%, but it will translate it. So on this one, it's right here, translate, and then translate in Spanish. And I'm thinking ones that don't translate too well, but then you should just translate it to whatever you want. Also, if you teach history, this is a really good tool that I use a lot because I like timelines. And if you type in timeline and then whatever you want, and then go to images, it brings you all sorts of timelines up that you can use, so that you can use any of these. You don't have to reinvent them. Also, if you searched and you search World War II, and you can choose your reading level on search tools over here. Right here, reading level, and you can choose if you just want the basic to come up, or the intermediate, or the advanced. Then you just click on that, and it will get rid of a bunch of the websites for the kids.
Oh, that's good.
Reading level. And I'm gonna try this one more time.
Now, what was that under more and then?
Right here, anytime you search something, you'll have this little toolbar up here.
Yes.
And then up here under more, you've got some things, and then under search tools, it will bring up, see right here, it changes right here.
Right.
So when I click search tools, it brings up, and you can, if you want just recent things that have been published recently, if you're doing current events, things that's been published in the past week, month, year, or a custom range, and of course the reading level. But there's search tools, and most of the time, except when Miss Crow's in the room, most of the, what did you type in, strawberry ice
I'm
cream?
gonna type in strawberry ice cream recipe.
I'm gonna try it again.
And it did it.
If you type in a recipe, let's try something. Let's try strawberry pretzel salad. And click on search tools. No, it's not gonna do it again. It just doesn't like me for some reason. Alright. Right there it goes. It has over here ingredients. So you can see what ingredients you want, and you can put yes or no. If you don't want Cool Whip in it, put no, and it will take all the ones out that has Cool Whip in it. Also, if you're in a hurry and you put something really fast, you can do your cooking time and the dreaded calorie count. So that's for any ingredients. I know I do chicken enchiladas, and if I wanted tortilla shells. So I checked yes, I want tortilla shells, or yes, I wanted Doritos, then it wouldn't do that. So that's good for peanut butter, people that's allergic to peanut butter too. Also, if you want to know, and this is really good, the weather anywhere in the world, we type in weather, right? And say I want the weather in Japan. I thought she was going to put Jasper on there.
I did too.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Pretty
sorry.
close to what we have. Just look outside. And it gives you the weather. And then, of course, anything on, when you do searches, a lot of times it will bring up where you can click on a lot of these different things, and it will have extra activities, extra things that you can find. And if you want to know the time in Japan, type time, Japan, and it will bring you up the time.
I should be in bed.
Time in Japan. Also, if you need a time zone conversion, you can type in time zones. And it will tell you all the conversion, so that you can do that really quickly. Unit conversions, recipe conversions. If I wanted to type in, if I don't have buttermilk and I want something else instead, I could type in conversion buttermilk, and the first couple of websites it brings up will give me what I can substitute in my recipe for. Also, currency conversion. If you want to, you can just put in currency conversion, and you can put dollars to yens or whatever, and it will bring that up quickly, but you don't have to go to the websites. And one other thing I like, of course, if you type in calculator, it will bring you up a calculator. Here, it's not working. And one thing we found the other day, you need a ruler on your screen, and you click here, and it will tell you, give you a ruler. Also, here's one down here, actual size. So it gives you actual sizes. But this one right here, yeah, this is the one, and it will ask you what your display size is, so that you can put it into it, so it's a real workable ruler. You just put in whether you have a 15, 17, or 19, or 50 inch screen. Oh, this one, stock quotes. If you ever need any stock quotes, let's see. Back to search. Type in, and this is all on Google. If I wanted to know all about Google, the stocks, I can click here and it will tell me all about whatever stock I'm looking at. And then if you click down here on Google Finance, or you can go to MSN Money, but I like Google Finance, and click on it, it will give you pretty much everything you ever wanted to know about that company. So if you're doing something in class and the kids need to know, it has the news about the company. You know, it has all the stocks over here. As you go down, it has the history, companies that are related to it, events in the company. It even has whose offices and directors and all the links to get to that company. So that's really, really neat if you're doing stocks. And a couple of things I wanted to tell you about Google Lit Trips. If you like to do virtual field trips, I do Google Lit Trips, and it goes with Google Earth. And you go in there, you can choose from a number of books. We did Make Way for Duckling last year, and it took us all around the city of Boston, the way the ducks went. And you could see things actually on the screen and see different things in that part of the city. We did Australia. And we did Australia last year. When you were there, we did Australia, and it took us all around Australia and showed us lots of good sights. And another good virtual field trip, and I'll share these notes with you on Google Docs, is World Wonders Project. So if you just type in World Wonders Project, it has a lot of virtual field trips that you can go on. And also, really interesting, Google Earth, if you type in Cape Sunglass, me and my sister and mother and kids were there when they brought the little thing through. And so you can type in that, and we're still sitting on the beach. So Google search, that's just some things I wanted to show you to make your searches a lot better, a lot quicker. My kids say, how do you find this thing so quickly? So I just know all the little shortcuts. So it's really neat to have, because when the kids have a question or something, I love to just go to the Google and search it. But I found these little tricks because you don't want things popping up accidentally. And I don't think we can actually get that 100% great, but that will be things that will definitely help. On your email, there is a way that you can set it up and for your Google Drive, and so when you get attachments in your email, they will automatically download to your Google Drive. Mm-hmm. You can set that up, and if you don't want to set that up, I can help you, come in and help you in your classroom. And also, I have a lot of emails that I get in because in my classes I sign up for all these different things, so I'm getting a lot of emails from that. And you can set up your email into different folders. For everything from Morgan County or Cataica, you can get one folder when it comes in. And you just click on that folder and look at all those. And then when it comes in, say anything for assessment or anything for technology, you can just have different folders so that you don't have to look at everything in your email if you don't want to. You can just look at the folders. Because I know I get lost sometimes. And I definitely don't want to miss an email from Mr. Stapler or Ms. Crow. So that helps. Google Drive is just a cloud.
Can I ask a question about email? Do you know if there's a way to archive that we can save, like, at the end of the year, I like to save all my emails. Is there a way that we can pull them off the server and save them somewhere, like on a flash drive, like just labeled?
Yeah, you can archive them all into one folder. You can do a date range.
Okay.
I think you can do a date range. I haven't done that, but I think I've seen that.
Okay.
Where you can do a date range and then put everything in that one folder.
So you'll take it off the server and put it on the flash drive? Okay. All right.
And I can figure out exactly how to do that and look at that. But yeah, I've seen that done. So when you go to Google Drive, and it looks different. They have updated Google Drive lately, so it's going to look different if you haven't been there for a while. And I like Google Drive because of the collaboration. I've been on Google Drive and Skyping with 4 or 5 different people and we're all working in the same document at the same time. And when we're working in the same document, it just tells you at the top who's typing and who's, so you'll know who's typing. Now over here, of course, all these buttons have some really neat things. Here's where the new is, and of course you can collapse everything and make it different. This is how it used to look over here, but they've changed it a little bit. And you look, here's where you add any of your folders. You do a file upload. You can do one at a time, a whole folder at a time. And they've got a lot of different things you can do. Google Docs, Google Sheets, slides. And there's a few things that I've added in. Google Forms, Google Drawings. Meta and Pixlr is a couple of things I've added in that I use a lot. Meta is blocked right here now, but I've got a thing in to get it unblocked. So it's really good. Meta is an interactive program you could use instead of making a PowerPoint for the kids. You can go in and make an interactive video for them, and it has videos on it, and you can even insert quizzes in it. So Meta is really good. I like it. Google Forms is what I used to send you the other day, and I sent it through email. You can do a Google Forms with the kids also to have them answer questions. If they have an email account, then it's real easy. It also gives you a link that you can just give them that they can go to and find it. But anytime you want to set up a form, it's just like making a test out, and it asks you, do you want multiple choice, or do you want open-ended questions? And you can do a paragraph, or you can do one line. And the good thing about Google Forms, though, is it's different from Google Docs, in that Google Docs is like a Word document. This is like a little test you've given, and this is what I sent you the email. But when y'all replied to me, it automatically put it in a spreadsheet for me. And here's that spreadsheet. So, and it updates automatically. So if somebody was to do it right now, it would update it right now. You have to go into Learning Earnings to set it up. And your login for Learning Earnings is the same as your STI login. Open too many things. Alright. But it's the same as your STI, and once you go in, the class is already set up for you. You just need to go in and award points. So when you go in and shop right here, you've got to set up what rewards you're going to give. And it's really great in that it's got a bunch of ideas. You don't really have to reinvent anything. So you just scroll down, and it already has the ideas of what it is, the price, and who's the teacher doing it. Now, and then when you want to manage, just when you want to add something to your account, to your page, then this is where you add them, your rewards. And you have to do this first. After you do this, then it's easy. And that's what I want to help y'all with, is to help you get started at this point. Good.
She did very well.